From the headlines that move us
to the plays on the fields and the people making a difference.
It's news, sports, and stories that keep our communities alive.
This is the Heartbeat of Tampa Bay.
I'm Christopher Ingram.
And I'm Sarina Fazan. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone.
Hello, Sarina.
Hello, Christopher. How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful.
Are you trying to stay cool? It's been pretty hot.
It has been pretty
Hasn't
hot.
it?
Yeah. You know, we had a kind of a late start to the summer. Seemed that, you know, we had some cool weather there, but man, the last few weeks, it's been hot.
I know, it's hot.
Not enough rain.
I know. But I would much prefer the heat over the cold.
I would too. Absolutely. I used to say, because I lived up in D.C. for 10 years, and I would rather cut grass in 110-degree heat with 100% humidity than shovel snow for 10 minutes.
I love that analogy.
I hate shovels.
I know. Perfect analogy.
All right, so we got a great show today. We've got Florida's ranking in the most fun states. We're going to share that with you. And what else we got?
Oh my gosh, we have so many things. Publix, of course, huge Florida company, making some changes. And then we have some crazy stories, like a mother allowing her child to drive.
Yeah, let's talk about that one. That was out in Riverview.
Gosh.
In Hillsborough County. And 11-year-old autistic child.
Right.
And the mother had the 11-year-old autistic child drive her to 7-Eleven.
Can you believe that? And so the child pushes the gas pedal and crashes into the cement barrier.
Right. At
So
7-Eleven.
So thank goodness, like the mom and the child weren't hurt and everybody's okay. But one of the workers in 7-Eleven said, if that car had gone, through, there were so many people in that convenience store. Yeah.
Yeah, most of them have all those pilings now, right? The concrete.
You know what's really weird too about that? Like I tried to research it to see, gosh, was the mother drinking?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But
they haven't revealed.
Say that, yeah.
They didn't, But she actually admitted that she has let her kids
do this before.
Yeah.
Well, her name was Caribbean Myers. It's a cool name.
Yeah, Caribbean Myers.
And again, the child was 11, autistic. Of course, autism is a spectrum. And just because you're autistic doesn't mean you can't drive. However, 11-year-olds aren't licensed, right?
Right. And I also was just kind of looking some things up. Like every state, as you know, varies in the driving age.
Right.
11 years old is way too young. But South Dakota actually allows 14-year-olds to drive.
Is
yeah.
Are they the youngest?
Yeah. But I have a hard time, honestly, with 15-year-olds getting their permit. You know what I mean?
Well, a lot of kids today, they don't even yearn to get their driver's license. Like when I was a kid growing up in the 80s, man, as soon as your birthday hit, you were down there at the DMV getting your driver's license and your learner's permit when you were 15.
Yeah.
But yeah, the times have changed.
It sure has.
They charged her, Caribbean Myers, with child abuse and permitting the unauthorized use of a minor to drive a vehicle.
Now, you would agree with those charges, right? Like, 'cause that is child abuse, don't you think?
Yeah. I mean, the child abuse might be a stretch. Definitely unauthorized use of a minor driving a vehicle. I don't know, child abuse. I mean, her actions did cause an accident, so at least maybe child neglect.
Oh yeah, child neglect. Yeah, I think neglect, because when you think of abuse, you think of so many other type of.
And you do wonder, was she drinking, and that's why she chose it'd be safer to have a kid drive than me drive? I don't know, but whatever, bad idea.
I know, really bad idea, and I think she's still in jail. I think she hasn't been able
to bail Caribbean out. She could use $500 right now, more than she probably ever needed $500.
Sorry, do not mean to laugh.
Right? Okay, so we got another crazy story on this cruise ship.
Oh my goodness! So they haven't released the cruise line yet.
The name of it.
Oh my gosh!
But it was over in Brevard County, and the deputies, were there when the cruise ship got into port, and they arrested a couple of guys for, disorderly conduct and for.
It was a guy and his girlfriend.
Yeah.
It was a guy and his girlfriend that was arrested. And so this is one of the victims, I guess you could say. They were talking about they were being too loud. This couple that got arrested, and so the guy got super upset. Confronted that family, broke into their cabin, broke into their cabin and hit all three of them, including a 9-year-old.
Yeah, so he's charged with burglary, battery of a child, abuse with great bodily harm.
And you want to hear something interesting? So I was wondering, gosh, why the burglary charge? But apparently, in Florida, the law is if you go into somebody's house, even if you didn't steal anything or it's their private dwelling, like in this case it was their cabin, that counts as burglary, even if they didn't take anything.
That's interesting. I
but
didn't know that.
Yeah, isn't that interesting? Because I was wondering, well, like, were they trying to steal something?
Yeah, seem like maybe breaking and entering, but why is that not a charge anymore?
Right.
That's kind of weird.
But can you imagine the audacity to also hit a little 9-year-old?
Well, the sheriff's office in Brevard County had some great lines. They said, well, they're not in such nice accommodations as they were yesterday, and there's no drink package here, and the food is not nearly as good, and we give them flip-flops, but they're not the kind that you'd want to wear around on a cruise ship.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I'm glad you brought up the alcohol thing, though, because they said that they were highly intoxicated. And we all know sometimes with alcohol, and, on cruise ships, of course, so many people get the package and
they want to get their money's worth.
And we've talked about it before too. Like there have been people who have sued the cruise ship because they were overserved. But there's so many different bars on a cruise ship. But anyway, I mean, I think when you think of cruises, oftentimes you do think of drinking and libations.
It will be interesting to see which one it is. Carnival kind of gets a bad rap for having kind of a low element, and it causes a lot of trouble and gets in a lot of trouble. But this kind of stuff can happen on any ship, really.
Absolutely.
Oh boy. Well,
I know.
I guess for people that don't like to cruise, there's another reason not to go on a cruise ship, right?
Well, I love to cruise, and I love the state of Florida. And speaking of that, because a lot of cruise ships come in Florida.
Absolutely.
Florida just got an amazing ranking. We were ranked the number 2 fun state in the
entire United States.
Only behind California. But we were actually number 1, like I think last year or something, and California was number 2. And Illinois was number 3.
Illinois was number 3, and then Nevada and New York.
Wow.
I don't know. This was a Wallet Hub survey. They do this kind of thing all the time. It's kind of fun. They said Florida led the country in the number of restaurants, amusement parks, arcades, and outdoor festivals.
Wow, so fun.
And we had the 4th most attractions and the 7th best variety of arts, entertainment, and recreational opportunities.
Isn't that something? Another reason why we love this state so much. Oh my gosh, we love it. What is your favorite thing to do?
My favorite thing about Florida?
Yeah.
It's the water. The water and the beaches.
Yeah, me too. I mean, even when you're working, you always feel like there's some type of sense of, like you feel like you're on vacation a little bit.
Absolutely.
It's just so pretty here.
And I mean, we both live here in the Tampa Bay area, and it's right there, and there are beaches and parks and just outdoors, everything. It's great. It's a great place, great state to live in, right?
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay, so Publix.
Yes.
Our big time grocery store here.
Speaking of Florida.
Largest grocery store in Florida other than maybe Walmart. I don't know.
Yeah.
And they're just an institution in Florida, of course, and now they're in other states as well. But they have just announced that they are going to get rid of the 10 items or less requirement, but they're going to maintain what they're going to refer to as the express lane, but it's not going to say 10 items or less. And they said that this is in order to give their employees, more discretion. Well, I think this is all bunk because I like the 10 items or less express lane, and I think that they should have told their employees all along, you should enforce this. I mean, if some jerk comes in with a big old basket full of groceries, you make them go to another line. But they don't do that. And I've said stuff to the checkers before. Really? I'm like, why don't you make them get in another line? They're like, our management won't let us.
Wow. Well, what's interesting, though, that Publix also said that they want to keep it at the cashier's discretion, of like, and as you mentioned, but also like it takes time to count. Okay, you actually have 11 items, or you actually have 12 items, rather, so to try to like make the time, so it's not.
And I think there needs to be a little leniency on that, right? But and I've seen people do it where they stroll up with a basket full of groceries, like, it's going to take like 20 bags to pack this grocery cart.
Wow.
And the checkers don't do anything. And so basically what they do, and I've said this to the checkers before, I'm like, you're rewarding the rule breakers at the expense of people that follow the rules.
But their management says they can't say anything. Wow. So I really, honestly, with every Publix that I've gone to, I haven't seen people abuse that.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't. I once mistakenly, I was horrified.
Right?
Oh my God. Yeah, no, I really felt horrible about it. And she said, no, like, I'll take you. And then there was a customer behind me, and I said, I am so sorry. But I'd already started emptying it, and they were really great about it. Because I do try to, I am a...
You're a rule follower.
I am a rule follower.
Not only are you Switzerland, you are a rule follower.
I am a rule follower. I've always been like one of those rule follower people, you know.
Were you a tattletale when you were a little kid?
No, like I wasn't I wasn't a tattletale.
Okay.
I definitely was not a tattletale.
That's good.
You know, but I was a rule follower. I didn't like tattletales, really, because I don't like drama, and I think that can create drama. Don't you think, being
absolutely.
a tattletale? But anyway, we digress.
Publix is in one of our games at the end.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's part of one of the
Where
questions.
shopping is a pleasure.
Where shopping is a pleasure.
I love it. Well, I mean, hopefully, we'll see, right, what happens if it really does make a big difference.
Yeah, I don't think it will.
Yeah.
I don't think it will.
I don't think it will either.
All right, this Clearwater teen, young man, his name is Cameron. Let me see if I can find it. I had it written down here. Tell us a little bit about him,
So, oh my gosh. So he goes to Calvary Christian. He's an athlete. He's a football player. And they did, because of a new law in 2025.
In Florida.
Yeah, in Florida, to screen athletes and kids, ninth graders and new athletes, they found a heart defect. But Calvary Christian, I want to say, did one step above, because he has been an athlete, He's
a sophomore.
He's a sophomore, and they decided to screen everyone, and they found this heart defect, and my gosh, it gives me goosebumps because he had no symptoms.
It's like a hole in his heart.
Yeah,
it's called atrial septal defect, and the young man's name is Cameron Kreider at Calvary Christian. He plays basketball and football.
Right.
He's gonna have surgery sometime, I think, in October.
And the good news is he's going to be able to resume his sports. But thank goodness for this law, because, again, he didn't show any symptoms at all. Felt fine. And so if it was not detected, and that's one of the reasons, of course, why the law passed. It could have been a devastating result.
And kudos to Calvary Christian, because I'm sure these tests, these screenings cost money, but kudos to them for having every athlete, not just freshmen and new athletes, but every athlete in the school underwent this, because if this kid had gone to a public school, he probably would not have been tested, because he was a sophomore, not a new student or a new athlete.
Right. So
he's a lucky kid.
Oh my gosh, the mom came out and said she's so thankful and so grateful. I'm sure his dad is, of course, as well, but his whole family. But thank goodness. So, and it's, isn't it great? Like, we see so many laws passed, and we see laws go into effect, but then to actually see such a great outcome from something.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of laws we complain about, right? I do. You don't complain about anything, do you, Sarina? Okay, so we've got our fun game here. I just got my cards all out of order here, though. But all right, so we're going to play One Has to Go.
Okay.
All right, we got two of those. And then Would You Rather.
Okay.
Which would you rather do? One Has to Go or Would You Rather first?
It doesn't matter.
All right, we'll do Would You Rather first.
Okay.
Sarina, and you have not heard these.
Yeah, I've not heard.
I've read them to you before, but this time we're going just straight to it.
And the reason why, too, because the last time I laughed so hard.
About whether or not you do something with your boss or pass gas in front of your boss, and you were cracking up.
I was cracking up, and so Christopher and I thought, because our shows are, of course, unscripted. We research the topics, but that this is just so much fun.
All right.
That the initial reaction.
Okay, so here we go. Okay. And I'll answer them too, but these are for you. Okay. Would you rather smell like feet or smell like rotten eggs?
Oh.
Not would you rather smell feet or smell rotten eggs? Would you rather smell like dirty feet. Socks, dirty feet, or rotten eggs?
Well, they're both but I would say maybe smell like feet.
Yeah.
Because maybe that, smelling like feet, maybe is kind of like you're sweating or something, and at least you can give...
Boy, but dirty, stinky feet and socks really stink, don't they?
Oh.
When I was a kid, I used to wear these Vans tennis shoes. They were real popular. Had the checkerboard print on them, and they're just like slip-on. And I would wear them without socks, and my mom and dad would literally make me leave them outside the house because they smelled so bad.
Really?
Yeah, when I was a teenager.
Wow. Interesting.
Okay, would you rather?
Well, how about you? Would you rather? Smell like eggs?
Feet. I'm with you on that. I'd rather smell like feet than rotten eggs.
Yeah.
All right, would you rather be forced to sing or forced to dance to every song that you ever hear?
Oh my gosh! Well, for me, I love to dance. You know, like I feel better when I'm dancing.
Yeah.
So I would say because my voice sucks. You know, my singing voice. I'm not saying that I'm a great dancer, but I feel like I can move. You know, a little bit.
That's a tough one for me because I'm not really musically inclined at all. If you said give me a C note, I'd pull out a $100 bill. Not musical at all. However, I don't feel like I'm a good dancer either. But I've been told I'm an okay dancer.
Really?
But yeah, I don't know. I guess I'd say dance because I really can't sing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I need a little liquid courage to dance too. Okay, here's a good one.
Okay.
Would you rather be 9 feet tall or 9 inches tall?
Oh my gosh. Well, I would definitely say 9 feet because what if you're only 9 inches tall? Someone could step on you and you could die.
Well, that's a good point.
At least if you're 9
that's a good point, right?
But at least if you're 9 feet, you could at least
People are going to see you.
But gosh, that'd be so. Everybody would be staring at you. That'd be. Ooh.
Well, they'd be staring at you if you're 9 inches tall too, and they'd step on you afterwards.
But people might think like, you know, like if you're 9 feet tall, they would think like you are like a monster or something, right? Yeah.
Well, as a tall person, I can say I would not want to be any taller than I am because it's already uncomfortable enough. So when I see guys, it's very rare that I see a guy that's taller than I am. You know, I do, but it's not the norm. I hardly ever have to look up to anyone. But I think it would be fun to be 9 inches tall.
You would?
Yeah. Think of all the hijinks you could get into. You could run around and people wouldn't see you.
So
You could hide behind it. Yeah, it's like 9 inches like that. Yeah. Like you could hide behind this leg of this stool. I would get in so much trouble.
Oh my God.
That would be cool.
To be like
9 inches tall.
Really?
I mean, I'd want to be able to come back to normal size eventually, but I'm just thinking like all the fun you could have being 9 inches tall, these crap you could run in and out of, and you know,
well, if someone said, okay, for one day, if you want to be 9 inches or 9 feet, if it was just for one day, you're right, being 9 inches might be, because it wouldn't be like, if you were 9 feet tall, I mean, my gosh, everybody, again, I mean, of course they're staring at you either way, but.
I mean, being that tall though, not that 9 inches would be, you know, easy either, but being 9 feet tall, it would just be miserable. I mean, think about getting on a plane, getting in a car, buying shoes and clothes and stuff like that. I mean.
How tall are you?
Good, 6'3". Well, I'm like 6'2.5". Yeah. I've shrunk a little bit, but you know, when I was 20, I was like 6'3".
Yeah, 6'3", yeah.
They say you lose about a half inch to an inch over the course of your lifetime in height and stature. Yeah.
Wow. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, but that was a good one, Christopher.
Yeah, I thought that was fun. Okay, so now we have our other game, and these ones are fun. We got 2 of these. Okay, one has to go.
Okay, all right.
I crafted these specifically for you.
Specifically for me?
Because I knew
for little old me?
For little old Sarina.
Okay.
All right, Ree. So, because I know all of these are very important to you.
Oh boy!
So one has to go. Okay. Boating in the beach. Right?
Okay. Boating in the beach.
Shopping at International Mall.
Okay.
Or other places you shop at.
Yeah.
Eating out to dinner, going to restaurants, or makeup.
Okay, so one has to go there.
One has to go.
Okay, so either makeup,
eating out, shopping at International Mall or other fancy places that you shop at, or boating in the beach.
Okay, so only one has to go though, right?
One has to go.
Okay, so boating in the beach definitely has to stay.
Right.
Okay, but I'm going to be logical about this.
Okay.
Because you said shopping at a mall, right? So
well, I said shopping at International Mall or other places where you like to shop. Basically shopping. It's shopping.
What about
shopping for, not for groceries, but shopping for like you like to go buy purses and dresses and crap like that.
Like this Nicole Miller dress,
that
for
beautiful
instance.
Nicole Miller dress.
Nicole Miller is one of my most favorite brands of all time. Do you remember another one? Do you remember one of my other favorite brands? No,
Gucci.
You don't. Well, of course, you love Gucci. But I mentioned Veronica Beard last time. Yeah, the dress. But anyway, again, I've used this twice on the show. Digress. I did not mean to digress.
It should be a spokesperson.
But what about shopping online? I mean, just
shopping, Sarina. Shopping.
All right. Okay. Wait. So.
Boating in the beach, shopping for clothes and jewelry and stuff like that. Eating out at restaurants or makeup.
Okay, so I would have to say, because I have been very blessed to have been in my career too for so long, I've often even said to Sammy, if I never had to buy one other thing, I feel like my I have quite quite the wardrobe, shoes, all that. So I would have to say, because I can't give up eating out, because that's, even though Ted and I love to cook, but it's so much fun going out to dinner. Like, wasn't it so much fun?
We went to Charlie's a couple
Yeah, it
weeks
was
ago.
so
That was
much
a lot of
fun.
Celebrated
so that
you
is so
with
much
Ted's
fun.
anniversary.
Yes, oh yes, August 9th. So also with makeup, I can't give up makeup because my job. I mean, what am I going to do? Like, not wear makeup? I remember once.
So
I asked Marty Tucker, who used to be an anchor here, and I said, Marty, what do you think if I decided to go like with no like powder and no makeup? And she said, you can't do it, not in this field. And I said, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, I even put powder on to go in there. But like.
So are you shocked?
I am. So you're saying shopping?
Yeah.
Oh,
if I had to.
I'm calling Ted. He's gonna be ecstatic. So basically, you're saying you have enough of everything that you need. Ergo, you would give up shopping. Ergo, you no longer need to go shopping ever again.
Well, I mean, you are forcing me to choose one of these things, but because
because you're not being forced.
Thankfully, this isn't real life, right? I mean, but no, I truly, I honestly feel so blessed because and I'm one of those people. I have things like I'll put something on and Ted will say something, wow, that's a nice dress or whatever. And it's like 20 years old or 25 years old, you know? Yeah. A funny story is like I for Mother's Day, I got a pair of red bottom shoes, Christian Louboutin for Mother's Day.
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about those.
And then
there's the ones that are red on the bottom.
Red on the bottom. And so this was so funny, one of Sammy's friends. So I was wearing the shoes, and she said, "Oh, when did you get those?" And I said, "For my first Mother's Day when Sammy was born. Her birthday is in May." And so now Sammy she's 19 now, but she was 18. And Ava, her friend, goes, "Wow, those are some old shoes." But I've kept them.
Have them.
I still have them. Oh yeah, I have so many things that I have.
Why is a shoe with a red bottom a thing? Because no one ever looks at the bottom of your shoes.
Oh, listen, when you're walking away and you see that red bottom. Oh, Christopher, so much I need to teach you about shopping.
I can't believe you. I fully
Which one
I thought you would have said makeup.
Really?
Yeah, because I know how much you like to go out to eat. I know how much you like to shop. I know how much you like the boat and the beach. So I thought you would say, yeah, makeup.
Well, but then how could I do this amazing show with you?
There's filters for that.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, I would have clearly said makeup, but because I only wear makeup when I go in there, and I'm fine if I didn't have to. But shopping, I don't like to shop.
Yeah.
I can't believe that's what your answer was. I'm literally shocked. Okay, another one has to go. Publix, Aldi, Walmart, or Sam's/Costco type warehouse places.
Okay, so all right, I would have to say. There's no way that Publix is going because I love Publix. Publix is, shopping where shopping is a pleasure. Right. I would like to give a shout out to my Publix on Dale Mabry and Neptune. I love the entire staff there. They're so wonderful. So, and I can't say Sam's Club or Costco because Ted loves Costco. I mean, and my brother, oh my God, my brothers love Costco. Everybody loves Costco. Right. It's like, okay, so I like Aldi because of their cauliflower pizza. Have you ever had their cauliflower pizza? It's excellent. And so sometimes, don't be mad, people, but like some of the Walmarts, I just sometimes I even get.
I love it when you won't come out and say what you really mean because you're afraid of offending someone. So I will say it. Walmart because they suck. And if you took every employee that works in a Walmart and combined their IQ together, it probably wouldn't be 75.
Well, I wasn't gonna.
I absolutely hate the employees at the Walmart that I used to go to in South Tampa. It's horrible. It's a terrible experience.
Well, I just remember when I worked at the station, when I worked in traditional news, there was a Walmart on Dale Mabry, and the guys would never let me go alone. And I'm like, but it's broad daylight, and they still wouldn't let me go alone. And I used to anchor the evenings, the evening news, and like, oh, you cannot go to that alone. It just kind of, and I don't mean to say that, but there's just something.
It can be sketchy.
There's something about So,
David G., former sheriff of Hillsborough County, told me that the top 10 places for calls for service from the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office are all Walmart locations in Hillsborough County.
Really?
The top 10 places that get calls for service for the Sheriff's Office to respond to this, that, or the other all 10 were Walmarts at the time that he told me this, and I doubt that it's changed.
Wow. So okay, that is actually makes me feel a little better about what I said, because I didn't want to allude, anything.
Yeah,
but
well,
there's just some, I don't know. So
I might get some hate mail, but I'm not worried about it.
So you would say the same thing. You would
Yeah,
say
I would say Walmart. I'm not a big Aldi. My girlfriend likes to shop at Aldi, and I've gone in there with her a couple times, and I've gone to an Aldi by myself a couple times. But I don't know. I just don't find I feel like if you go to Aldi, you still got to go to Publix, or you still got to go somewhere else. And I just like to get my shopping over with, not have to go here and then go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, on that note, you're absolutely right, for sure. You do have to go to other places. Yeah. So on that note, though, at least with Walmart, you can get everything at the same, at one stop, pretty much. But even like the Walmart by the University of Tampa, all their makeup, all their items are locked up.
Yeah.
Ted and I were in Las Vegas a year ago, or a couple of years ago, or whatever. We went into a Walmart. I'm not even kidding. Everything was locked up. Everything.
And that's sad.
Yeah, so it's just,
Yeah, it really ruins the experience.
Yeah.
Which isn't great to begin with. We're not going to get any sponsorship calls from Walmart stores anytime soon.
Well, but you never know. The glass could always be half full. Maybe they would invite us in and say, Heartbeat of Tampa Bay, Christopher Ingram, Sarina Fazan, help us. Help us change our image.
I don't foresee that happening.
Help us become a Publix.
Did you know a person that is a manager of a Walmart store at a successful high-traffic Walmart store can make up to $400,000 a year?
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That's nice to hear, though. Yeah. That's nice.
They got to deal with a lot of idiots. That's money well earned.
Wow. No, but that's, that's very impressive.
Pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Well, great show today.
Yeah. As always.
As always.
As always.
Every story shared
adds another heartbeat to Tampa Bay.
From courage to community.
We are so proud to tell the stories that keep our community strong.
Thanks for watching The Heartbeat of Tampa Bay.
Aw, Christopher.
Yay. High five.